Hello guys, this is April from AndroidAuthority.com. Today I'll be showing off some of the awesome and cool features of the latest and hottest superphone, the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 GT N7 100. Do you want to know why thousands of people have gone crazy over this phone? Find out by watching this video review. Let's see what Samsung's newest phone has in store for you. First, let's examine the phone's physical features. If you've used the original Galaxy Note before, you'll have an easy time with the new Galaxy Note 2. The two are almost of the same size and thickness. The Galaxy Note 2, though, is slightly taller and slightly wider. It's actually a huge phone, almost tablet-like. That's why a new word has been coined for it, Phablet, short for phone tablet. Samsung is known for using hard and durable plastic for most of its Android smartphones, from entry-level up to the high-end ones like the Galaxy S3. The Galaxy Note 2 is no exception. Its housing is predominantly plastic. We tried to smash the phone in a drop test, but the Note 2 survived with only minor blacks and blues. We have a video of the drop test also here on YouTube. The wounds that our test device got from that awful date with the gravity of the Earth allowed us to see that the edging or frame is still made of hard plastic, but coated with a thin layer of some sort of metal. The back cover is also plastic and is detachable. The NFC antenna is embedded in the back cover. Nevertheless, the handset is very light and is easy to carry around despite sporting a wider screen. But since it's a big phone, it might bulge out from your pocket. You can buy the Galaxy Note 2 in either white or gray. Watch our other YouTube video comparing the two colors. As far as hardware buttons and ports are concerned, little has changed from the first Galaxy Note. The power button is still on the right side, volume rocker on the left, charging port and S Pen cradle at the bottom, and the headphone jack at the top but moved towards the left corner. Notice that the power and volume rocker keys have been moved down a little bit. They are more accessible to the fingers now. What about the display? Samsung added about 1/10 of an inch to the screen's diagonal. The display on the Note 2 is actually taller than the first Note. This means more viewing space for browsing, games, and video playback. The original Note had a 16:10 aspect ratio with screen dimensions of 800 by 1280 pixels, but the new Note has a 16:9 aspect ratio at 720 by 1280 pixels. The Note 2 still uses Samsung's much celebrated HD Super AMOLED technology, but using an RGB matrix this time instead of the Pentile matrix used in some of Samsung's previous HD smartphones. The display is very crisp, very bright, and very sharp even in broad daylight. The capacitive touchscreen accepts both S Pen and finger input. It is very snappy and smooth. No lag when swiping between home screens. Buttery zoom in and zoom out. No jitter in animations and transitions. What gives the Note 2 its superpowers? The phone's processing hardware packs a huge super punch. Quad-core Samsung Exynos 4412 ticking at 1.6 GHz, 2 GB of RAM, up to 64 GB of internal storage, and high-capacity lithium-ion battery for up to 16 hours talk time on 3G. Together with Android 4.1.1 Jelly Bean, TouchWiz, and the phone's awesome hardware, you can expect your experience of the phone similar to soft butter. In terms of physical build, screen and display, and processing hardware, the Galaxy Note 2 appears to be durable and very powerful. The original Galaxy Note certainly turned heads with its stylus called the S Pen. It is the centerpiece of the Galaxy Note series, including the Note 2. With the S Pen, you can write and draw on your Galaxy Note 2 and more. Let's find out more about this pen. Samsung changed the looks of the S Pen for the Galaxy Note 2 significantly. Many of the changes make the new pen more ergonomic. Compared to the previous S Pen, the new one is taller and thicker. Still roundish, but with a flat side for easier grasping. It's very light, so it's easy to control when you doodle on your Note 2. The triangular girth of the S Pen also makes it easy to return the pen into its holder. The pen only goes one way into its slot, unlike the cylindrical stem of the previous S Pen, which often causes the pen's head to misalign with a notch, so you'd need to rotate the pen to lock it in place. The button on the S Pen is still around. Samsung has made it a bit more prominent and easier to find, unlike the previous S Pen's button, which blended with the cylindrical stem. Notice that the new S Pen has notches. These provide additional traction for grasping and for easy clicking by the thumb or index finger. Samsung's latest software for the Galaxy Note 2 brings a new feature called Air View, which takes the hovering pen icon several notches higher. Let's see how this works. For example, when viewing your media files in the gallery, you can preview an image or video just by hovering the pen over a thumbnail. Also, the gallery shows your photo albums on a column on the left so that you won't need to tap the back button to pick a new album to browse. While we're here in the gallery, you might also want to see that the new gallery has acquired several visual improvements. While watching a video, you can also use Air View to help you determine a place that you want to skip ahead to, like this. Air View also works for emails. In the default Mail app, you can preview an email message without opening the email itself. Just hover the pen over the email list, like this. The same feature works for the S Planner app too. Hover the S Pen on an item on your calendar, and you'll see the event details in a tooltip balloon. Air View even works with the default browser. Hover the S Pen on the browser's buttons, and you can see tooltip labels. You can also scroll up or down a web page. Just hover the S Pen over the edge of the screen. Sometimes hyperlinks or tabs within a web page will also be highlighted when you hover the S Pen on it. On the multi-window menu, you can view the complete URL address of your tabs by just hovering the S Pen on the URL. At the moment, Air View works only with stock Samsung apps mostly, such as S Planner and the default email app. You won't be able to use Air View just yet using Gmail or YouTube. So far, I've shown you what the S Pen can do without actually touching it on the screen. Let's take a look at the wonderful things that happen when you actually touch it on the screen. Click, hold, and tap the screen to grab a screenshot. Click, hold, and draw a select region to copy the selected portion to the clipboard and open it in the image editor. From there, you can share the image to your cloud accounts or social networks. The S Pen's button also has other functions besides taking screenshots. In the S Note app, for instance, click the pen button to activate the eraser tool. The Galaxy Note 2 also automatically detects when the pen is detached from its holder. If your phone is locked and you remove the S Pen, the screen unlocks and brings up the S Pen page known as the Page Buddy feature. As you can see here, it contains shortcuts to the various S Pen apps. So, the phone actually readies itself for S Pen input at the moment you remove the pen from its holder. You can't change the app shortcuts on the Page Buddy screen, but you can enable or disable a certain Page Buddy. Also, since we're discussing this intelligent detection mechanism, I'll show you how the phone also auto-detects the headphones. When earphones are inserted, the Page Buddy for earphones will appear on the home screen. Here, you can choose to launch a video or music player. The same thing happens when you connect your phone to its dock. Try pulling out the S Pen while in a call. The pop-up note appears, so you can quickly jot down notes while talking on the phone. It even appears even if your screen is locked. So no need to reach for your pen and notepad. Another new S Pen feature on the Note 2 is Quick Command. This lets you minimize tapping and navigation for common tasks such as sending email. Hold down the S button and flick upwards to open Quick Commands. In the Quick Commands app, draw the @ symbol, write a contact name, and it will let you compose your email right away. Do a quick internet search by drawing a question mark followed by the search term. Jump to a location on the map using the exclamation mark. Use a hash or number sign to call a number. Draw a tilde to compose something. Or you can even add your own quick commands with your personalized set of symbols. The S Note app is still around. After all, it is the app that is most frequently used together with the S Pen. In S Note, you'll find various note templates that you can use to create various kinds of notes and memos. It has more notebook covers, if you're into personalizing your notebooks. Hold down on the notebook of your choice and choose from 32 notebook covers. Rename your notebooks either by typing the name or by scribbling it with the S Pen. When you have a lot of notebooks, make a folder for better organization. When you hover the tip of the S Pen over the folder, it'll give you a preview of the notebooks inside. The new page flipping animation is a nice touch. This animated flipping will make owners of the original Galaxy Note envious. You can also record voice memos and attach images and videos. S-Note also lets you record your progress in writing, drawing, or making diagrams and flowcharts. Hovering the S Pen over an open S-Note and holding down on the button will give you access to Idea Sketch. Write down a word and it'll give you clip art for it. It's handy for when you're solidifying your notes with images. So far, I've been babbling about our favorite features on the Note 2, the S Pen and its apps. What else can the Note 2 offer you? A few more goodies, actually. For one, the camera is really awesome. There are also some new software features baked into TouchWiz for the Note 2. So let's talk about the camera this time. The Galaxy Note 2 packs an 8-megapixel camera and it has a few tricks up its sleeve. Like the original Galaxy Note, the Galaxy Note 2 also has a super fast camera. Zero shutter lag here, guys. Let's check out burst mode and see how fast this camera really is. The camera has a feature known as Best Photo, which is handy when you're picking the best shot when trying to capture motion. You can use scene mode to adjust lighting for certain conditions such as sunset and dawn. You can even apply filters or effects to your photo right on the viewfinder. If you're short on light, turn on the camera's low light shot feature. The picture quality is rather good. We turned off all the lights in the room and depended only on sunlight coming in from the window. Pikachu's yellow really stood out. If you're fond of face shots, the camera feature called Best Face can give you a hand. This feature lets the camera take several continuous and successive shots of the face, then suggests the best face. You can also override the phone suggestion. Make your photos more personal with the Photo Note feature. You can write at the back of your photos. It's just like the real thing. Right after you've snapped a photo, you can send it over to your friends via NFC technology and S-Beam. All you need to do is to touch your device against the back of another NFC-capable device, then tap your screen to send the file. Easy. The video camera also has an option for slow-mo. Take a look at how we filmed Pikachu in his fall and impact with the floor. If you need a burst of speed, fast motion speeds up the frames to capture speed-up action on the screen. Footage is a bit grainy, however, for both of these modes. Software-wise, the Galaxy Note 2 is the first Android phone to come with Android 4.1 Jelly Bean out of the box. Samsung's take on Jelly Bean includes extra features such as home screen mode, cloud syncing, and blocking mode. Home screen mode lets you change your home screen to easy mode, which presents users with larger widgets. This one's great for newbie users who are still getting used to touchscreens. It also puts all your favorite apps on your home screen. Or you can switch to the usual Samsung home screen. The Cloud app lets you create or add a Samsung account to sync your calendar, contacts, internet, and S-Note notebooks. You can also set your Dropbox account for syncing your content. If you don't want to be disturbed, turn on blocking mode. This mutes all notifications from your handset. You can also keep a whitelist of contacts that you can allow to contact you even if blocking mode is on. We first saw the Smart Stay feature on the Galaxy S3, and now it's back on the Galaxy Note 2. Smart Stay is an eye detector. If the phone detects your eyes looking at the screen, the phone won't go to sleep. This is exceptionally convenient, especially when you're browsing or reading an ebook. You also get more smarts with the Smart Rotation feature. It analyzes the position of your face and will adjust the screen orientation accordingly. If you're not up to typing with your thumbs, you can pull out the S Pen and handwrite your messages. The Galaxy Note 2 has handwriting recognition software, which converts your handwriting to text. It's not flawless, but it does read my awful handwriting. The Galaxy Note 2 screen is wide, and unless you have a super long thumb, chances are you'll be using your two opposable thumbs to type text. The Galaxy Note 2's one-handed operation feature lets you compress the keyboard and move it to the side of the screen, closer to your thumb. One-handed operation is also available for the phone dialer, calculator, and pattern unlock screen. Samsung has made the Galaxy Note 2 more capable of multitasking. For example, when you want to do other things while keeping an eye on a video, you can use the pop-up play option. This option lets you view a video in a floating window while you go about using your Galaxy Note 2, browsing the internet, or taking down notes. We first saw the ability to multitask on the Galaxy Note 10.1. The Galaxy Note 2 also allows you to use the screen's real estate through the multi-window feature. You can display two apps on your screen at the same time, sort of like split screen. Not all apps support this feature, though. The Galaxy Note 2 is a unique and powerful beast with more features and functions than we can exhaustively cover in this review. Besides, we don't want to take the fun out of your own exploration of Samsung's hottest phablet now, do we? If you loved the original Galaxy Note, you'll definitely want to get the Galaxy Note 2. Smaller hands may find it rather large, but its screen is great for gaming, reading, and media consumption. The S Pen is a magical accessory too. Note-taking and sketching become more fun on the Note 2. Samsung's new software features, as well as improvements to the previous ones on the original Note, does amazing stuff in tandem with the phone's super powerful hardware. Despite some phone limitations and imperfections, we are in love with the Galaxy Note 2. And we highly recommend this to those who are on the verge of buying their next Android smartphone. What about you guys? What do you think of this new superphone? For more juicy details on the Galaxy Note 2, check out our written review on AndroidAuthority.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is April from AndroidAuthority.com. Thanks for watching, guys. May the light side of the Android Force be with you.